What's up, YouTube family? Back at it again with another episode of Being Chisholm. Drop. I don't know if you all notice anything different about me, but I hope you like it. I went burgundy, but bright burgundy this time, y'all. Bright burgundy. Back at it again with another episode. Thank you all so much for 85 subscribers. It's been basically a month since I've started my YouTube channel, and as you all know, I have been gone for like over a week.
I didn't think people cared, but apparently you do. So I thank you all so much for being so faithful.
You all have probably been like, where have you been? And we'll talk more about that later. And so in order to talk about that, I was like, you know what? We should do a Q&A episode. So basically I asked you all on social media to send me some questions, and then I also got questions from people in person or over text. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to incorporate these all together and do a quick 10 Q&A question and answers. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, let's go. Okay, question number 1. How do you balance it all? So someone asked me on Twitter, like, how do I balance every activity I do, school and YouTube? And the answer is, I don't. The thing is, like, okay, let me just say how, like, basically I organize myself.
Something for an organization. I put all of that stuff on a calendar in my phone. Everything that can be a meeting for student government, for those of you that don't know, student body vice president, ISU, what's up? I put all of that in its own calendar on Outlook calendars. And so having 2 separate calendars and them buzzing off throughout the day, reminding me to do different things, definitely helps.
The fact that I don't take a lot of classes, I take 4 classes. Usually I used to take 5 and do internships and stuff like that. But I kind of settled down because I needed to. I take 4 classes. In one of them, I am actually a TA. So if you really think about it, I'm technically only taking like 3 classes. So it's really not that bad. I use Wednesdays, which are my off days, and Fridays, which are my off days, to do all the work for those classes. I think you have to be very, very smart on if your schedule allows it. If your schedule doesn't allow it, you're taking 5 classes, they're all classes you actually have to really, really try in and stuff like that, and you're trying to keep up with your organizations. I'm sorry, like, if you want to be committed and gain followers and stuff and be really committed to YouTube, don't pick up YouTube right now. YouTube is definitely something you can wait to start next semester, when you can kind of reorganize your schedule, when you can figure out if you want to take 4 classes and how hard those classes are and things like that. But never let YouTube get in the way of your academics. Question number 2, where did you get the name Being Chisholm? So a lot of people think that I just made up the name Chisholm. I don't know why. Like, Chisholm is the most random name ever, so like, where would I make that up from? But Being Chisholm actually stemmed from my middle name. So my middle name is Chisholm. For those of you that know Shirley Chisholm, it's kind of like that basically, except it's not spelled the same way. It's C-H-I-S-U-M. I want to give my YouTube channel a really cool name, and if you really, really know me around campus and stuff, I go by the name Chisholm because Ashley is so basic. Shannon is my last name, and everybody calls me that. And if you're a really close friend, you call me Chisholm. And a lot of people in student government call me Chisholm and stuff like that. And so it just kind of stuck with me. Question number 3, what is the last movie you watched? So the last movie I watched was actually like this American Assassin movie or something like that. I really don't know the name. It starts with American. It's in theaters now, whatever. But anyway, I saw it. A lot of people died. Some nails got pulled off. I hated it. Yeah, I don't like this question. Next question. So question number 4, how did you pick your college? Well, I always tell people, in reality, I did not pick Illinois State University. So when I was applying for colleges back in high school, I had this list of schools. I had University of Iowa, Alabama State University, Mizzou, and ISU. ISU was kind of like my bottom of the list school, but I just had to put it on there because it was an in-state school. So yeah, I go to my counselor's office and she basically says, you don't want to go to University of Iowa. You'll be like the only black person in town. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, there won't be a lot of you. And I was like, so she took my paper with my application and moved it to the side and put it down. And so basically the only school I was left with was ISU. I had never visited the campus. I never asked anybody about the campus. I just got accepted and I was like, you know what? Guess I'm going there. And it was either that or community college because I didn't apply anywhere else. And I'm kind of like a go with the flow person. So I went with the flow and I'm glad I did. So question number 5, you're transitioning your hair? Yes, y'all, I am transitioning my hair. This hair right here is transitioning. No, not this hair, but my real hair under here. I've been permed since I was about 10 years old and I am like 21. So that is a long time. I started off with kitty perms, moved to adult perms and everything. So straight hair is where I've been all my life. My hair is pretty long. My hair is actually about the length of this hair, even maybe an inch longer. So this is basically, if you were to think of my hair, it's almost like this. But it was to the point that my hair wasn't as full as I wanted it to be. I wanted to be able to sometimes have an afro and sometimes have it straight, and I just really wanted to be able to do a lot of stuff with my hair. Also, I went to the hairdresser and got a really bad perm. So the way that the perm was set up, my hair was straight, then they left a gap so it was curly with my natural hair, and then it went straight again. And so my hair was really messed up, and it was either like try to get it to go back to normal with perms, which I did try once or twice, or to just go natural and just give up on it. And so I decided that natural would be better for my hair. I have 4. I got 4 wigs, one for the weekends, one for the days. Oh, that was terrible. I'm not, okay. I used to be like, ooh, you got a wig? Ooh, you weird. But wigs are life. This is a wig. This is a wig. And you would never know because it looks like a sew-in. And my wigs are more popping than half of your sew-ins. So, and wigs are cheap. So I buy like 50 and I'm happy with them. So that is my transitioning hair story. Number 6, how do you get scholarships? So for those of you that don't know, I've had a couple scholarships while in college.
I've gotten like the Vincent Lionel Scholarship, the Association for Women in Communication Scholarship, the Presidential Book Scholarship.
So people always think that you need like a 4.0 GPA to get a scholarship or a 3.5, and that is not the case at all, y'all, because I was getting scholarships before I had that GPA or anything. Number 1, you want to be in good academic standing. Number 2, you want to be involved. So when you submit the application to get a scholarship, they're going to seriously look at the application. They're going to look at what classes you've taken, if they ask that, or you incorporate that into what you talk about in your answers. They're going to look at your involvement, all your organizations, the work you've done outside, service work, anything that you mention in your application answers, every single detail counts. The GPA requirement usually sometimes starts at like a 2.7 for some of them, but if you really want one with like $1,000 something, you should shoot for having like a 3.0 GPA, at least 3 organizations or something that you're involved in, and really have good letters of recommendation. Your best, like, people are going to say, oh, your teachers are great letters of recommendations, which they are, but you really want to get people that are going to recommend you that other people will never have contact with. So quickest way to get a scholarship, get a 3.0 GPA, get involved, and be very detailed in your answers for your scholarship question. So Ashley, what does your typical day look like? Well, Ashley, I'm glad you asked.
So a typical day for me is actually pretty long. I think I start my days at about 8 a.m. in the morning when I wake up, and I don't conclude them until 10 or 10:30 p.m. almost every night, even on the nights that I don't have school. Usually I have meetings or something. So a typical day, I go to class, for about an hour and a half, I go to my office. And so when I leave my office and do a little bit of work there, I go back to class. And I'll have 1 or 2 classes or something like that. And then I'll go back to my office and I'll do some more work. I go to my last class usually, and by that time it's time to go. So if I don't need to go back to my office, or I don't have a meeting for student government or something, then I go back home. I might change, put down my backpack, do anything I need to do. Usually the last thing I have at night are chapters.
And then I come back here by 10 or 10:30, and then I'll do any homework I have, which I usually don't have a lot. I'll probably grade papers and stuff like that. And then I'll usually be responding to emails and things until 12 something in the morning, or catching up with my friends, because I really don't see my friends during the school day or during the school week because I'm always so busy and they can never catch me. So usually like they know that they can't hit me up until nighttime. So they'll call and I'll call them and stuff. And so by the time all that happens, I go to bed about 1 in the morning. I wake back up at 8 in the morning every single night. Number 8, are you dating? No, I'm kidding. If you know me, you know that I am very selective on who I let into my business. So when I'm asked like, am I dating and stuff like that, it's kind of like, but I am, I guess, dating. Dating back in the day was more of looked at as you are going on dates, you're feeling a person out, you are taking interest in them, and you are dedicating time to them, to just that get to know you stage. And so I think dating nowadays has been really like socialized to the point and modernized to the point that it's no longer means the same thing. It really means like, yeah, that's my man, that's my bae, that's my girl, don't touch her, woo woo. So no, I am not dating someone if you use the modern way, but I am just hanging out, texting, because I don't have time for anything else. So technically, I'm single. Okay, yeah, let's move on. Number 9, what is your next challenge gonna be? Okay, so for those of you that have not seen my Buffalo Wild Wings Blazing Wing, hottest sauce they have, challenge, go ahead, look down below, look at my videos, and go watch it. So the last challenge I did had my mouth on fire and things like that, but it was a lot of fun. And so I told you all, every single time I get 10 new subscribers, I will do another challenge for you all. Even if you all want to pick, let me know. But basically I had 80 subscribers before I did the Buffalo Wild Wings challenge, and now I have 85. So I need 5 more subscribers before I do another challenge. So have you subscribed? It's down below. That's why I'm looking like that. It's down below. Go subscribe. And then I'll do another challenge for you all. I'll have you rolling on the floor and I'll just die because y'all like to see me die. All right. But yeah, last question. Ashley, where have you been? Y'all, I missed you. I missed you so much. Like I said in the beginning of this video, a lot of people out there have been telling me like, Ashley, you have to get back on your grind and things like that. And I'm like, I know y'all, I'm gonna get back on my grind. Just let me get some stuff in order real quick. And so I just want to tell you all what I've been up to so you don't feel like I've just been a flake and you should unsubscribe to me and all this stuff, because you shouldn't, because I'm still here, because I'm still human and I need love too. What happened? So the first things first, I kicked off my feminine hygiene initiative at ISU, and so that's been taking over my entire life. If you don't know about my free feminine hygiene campaign, it's hashtag it's just a period. We're handing out free pads and tampons to all students on campus, whoever needs them, doesn't matter what your gender identifies as. And so we're passing out these products. We're surveying students on campus. Do you want to see free feminine hygiene products all across campus and stuff like that? And so this is taking over my life. Pretty much it's gotten a lot of positive feedback, but it has been pretty hectic, crazy. I don't know another word for it, but it has been amazing, but also it has been my top priority over everything else lately. The second thing that's been going on is my darling aunt actually passed away. She was fighting stage 4 cancer, and I'm not going to say that she lost her battle with cancer, but I'm going to say that God was ready for her to come home. And so I am getting ready to go to her. I've been kind of like going through this whole acceptance stage. I don't take death very easily at all, but I've been trying to hold in everything, and I've been very like to myself, and very like hush hush, and kind of just ignoring the fact that it happened because I didn't want to face it. And so lately, like, I've kind of looked in the mirror and said, like, Ashley, you have to face it, and the tears started coming out, and all this stuff is going on. So I'm getting ready to go to her funeral this weekend, which I will be with my family, and we'll be celebrating in a way, because we don't believe in like funerals on that side of the family. Like, everything is not sad when you're called home to be with the Lord. So we're looking at it more of as a celebration. So we call it a homegoing. We're happy that she's going home and that she's not in pain anymore. I've also been trying to get my classwork back in order because I've been all over the place, a little bit stressed out to the point that I just couldn't let YouTube pull me away from my studies. So I had to check myself before I told you all to check yourself and stay in school. I just want you all to understand I am here. I'm fully committed to YouTube. I just needed a time to recollect myself and come back to you. So now I'm back, and I'm better than ever, and you better than ever. And we, as always, like, comment, and subscribe, because why not? All my social media will be right here. Follow me at AshleyShannon96 on all social media platforms. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Like I said before, 5 more subscribers, and we are going to do another challenge. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, down in the description below, you can read a little bit more about me, and you can check out my email and shoot me an email if you have any questions, because I know sometimes people have questions about college and they want them answered. So I will be vlogging this weekend with my family and everything like that. I won't be vlogging the funeral, but I will be vlogging me being with my family, so you all can kind of meet them and everything like that. And I hope you all enjoyed this episode. See you next time, and stay beautiful.